What's up, everybody? Madcap here, and welcome back to more Grim Dawn. So last time, boy, we finished off the last of the skeleton key areas, and that was just ridiculous. And now it's kind of weird. I'm back more or less into normal Grim Dawn territory. I did go through my inventory, and I realized I had all of these notes that I've got to read. So I figured, why not take a break from the fighting for the first part of this episode and just go to a nice relaxing area, take off all the combat gear, and just read some of these notes for a little bit and just relax doing that. It's been so long, we've had so many axes and swords and burning boots and just all this stuff and slaughter. So it's time to relax. I came back to Homestead in this nice peaceful field, and we're going to read some notes for a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to read all of them because there's a lot of notes here. But I kind of organized them in order, so I've got 5 of these, apparently. And I think I already got the first Mayor's Journal. I don't know if there's more, but at least I've got part 2 of that. And these are all kind of on their own. I'm not really interested in the Slith, and I only have page 3, so I may very well not read that one. I'll probably bring it up just so if you want to, you can pause and read it. But I don't know. I don't know. So let's start. Actually, let's start with the mayor. You know what? We've already read the first part. This is probably pretty integral to Port Valbury, and probably fairly interesting, I would imagine. I no longer know what game Aldrich is playing, but it has come at a cost to our citizens, and that I cannot allow to continue. Whether out of malice or plain incompetence, I have not been receiving updates regarding recent events in Port Valbury, the tragically mishandled trash issues in Old Town in particular. I am now hearing rumors of outright revolt and dissent among the citizens. Whatever the council had done in my absence was clearly not done in the best interests of the citizenry. Tomorrow, I intend to return to the public eye and remove Van Aldrich from the position of High Advisor. Risk against my life be damned. But there is some good news in all this. Caval, the Nightblade, hey! He's like me! Once under my employ, has asked to meet. He promises me information regarding a plot against my life. Which I suppose we'll never find out about because I don't have the rest of those notes. Oh well. Criminal Records page 1. I never got page 2, so I don't know how much of this is worth reading. Leader, Blackwater Green. Ex-military man wanted for extortion and murder. Leander, I guess, was dishonorably discharged from the Demolitions Division following a grisly civilian incident. Leander escaped custody on at least 2 separate occasions, using unsanctioned explosive devices. News of sightings or proof of deaths should be brought before Warden Krieg of Burwich Prison. A reward of 1,000 royal crowns is offered for the successful capture and delivery of Leander Green alive. 1,000 royal crowns, wow. That must have been the currency before all this happened, I guess. Origin of Slith, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to probably not read that one. So pause it if you want to read it, I guess. I only have page 3, it doesn't really seem worth, unless I got like page 1 and 2 some other places. But I don't remember if I have, it's been a while. Journal of Paige Renal, Part 1. Life has been good for us here in Port Valbury. Alden and I have been happily married for 3 years now. Our business is thriving, and Alden was hopeful to get a second shop opened up in the high town by this time next year. But, it's always weird when you start a sentence with but to me, because that's like a conjunction, isn't it? But he came home from the court disappointed. Apparently the mayor has been denying all requests for an audience, and his newly appointed high advisor dismissed Alden's appeal for a deed without even hearing his cause. Now there's the mess with the garbage spilling out of old dumping ground. Everyone I've asked doesn't seem to know anything about why trash has been redirected to the already full dump in our district. The new curfew has also been kind to business as we've had to close down early each night. Or hasn't been kind of business, man oh man. Omir and Shara are both terrified. They think something is wrong and we should all leave the city. Alden says there's nothing to be concerned about. No, I'm sure he'll probably be wrong. Look at all this free experience we're getting, not even doing anything. See, you don't always have to fight to get experience. We could level up via reading, and learning, and science! Several of our neighbors have moved away. They've had enough of the growing garbage problem and the sudden surge in crime here in Old Town. Omir and Shara are the latest to leave. Shara was crying when she begged us to come with them. But our business is here and we can't just pack up. Food around the city is starting to be rationed. Shops are closing. Alden and I are keeping our shop open, but he has started hiding cheese and other food down in the basement. Just in case, he says. I wonder if maybe Shara was right. Maybe we should be leaving too. Can I actually close? No, I can't close that. Okay, there we go. I want my character to be all relaxed. Men broke into the shop. They cleaned out the store and shattered Alden's leg when he resisted. The bone was sticking right through the skin of his thigh, and I don't know what to do. The only doctor is in Hightown, but the bridge has been blocked off by the guard. I wrapped it as best I could, but it still bleeds occasionally. We've been hiding in the basement since that night. Alden wakes up from time to time, but he seems confused and feverish. We should have left weeks ago when the others did. Occasionally I hear someone entering upstairs and rummaging through the shelves. I hope they don't discover the stairwell leading down here. I'm so scared. Great. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Everything's going to hell, it seems like. Alden hasn't woken up in a day. I tried to make him eat or drink something, but he can't keep anything down. He is so pale. He is going to die soon. I think I have known this fact for days, but I just didn't want to believe it. The looters have stopped coming by, likely because there's nothing left to steal. I've braved the upstairs to see what has happened since the fighting stopped, and the sight was terrifying to behold. Parts of the city are burning. Most of the homes are abandoned or destroyed. One day I witnessed a couple running between buildings with their child and a small sack of belongings. I should leave too, but I can't leave Alden. I don't understand how the city could turn to this so quickly. One moment we were planning the next stages of our business, the next, the city is in a state of war. The worst of it seems to be over, though. It's been quiet. So quiet. Last night I heard somebody scream. When I went upstairs to check, I saw some people wandering the streets, but it was a strange, aimless sort of walk. Nobody spoke. Then I heard the scream again, and I turned my head to the most grisly sight. A putrid thing of foul flesh dragged a man out of some rubble and disemboweled him. I stifled a scream of my own and quickly ran back downstairs. All of the commotion had caused my husband to stir, and he stood up for the first time in days. But his eyes were glazed over and dull, and his movements like the people outside. His skin was chalk white, and his chest did not move with the rhythmic beating of the living. Hands shaking, I grabbed the revolver he gave me and pointed it at his head. He did not talk. He did not try to move out of the way. He just kept approaching me in a slow, unsteady gait. At that moment, I understood what wandered the street outside, and I clenched my tear-swollen eyes as I pulled the trigger. I can't sleep anymore. My husband's body is next to me, a hole in his skull. There is nothing left for me here. It's time to go before no hope of escape remains, before my strength has left me. I have run until my legs can carry me no further, away from Valbury, away from my shattered life. Well then, that's real great. It's so despondent and sad. It seems like we had another story kind of like that. Boy, what was that? I don't even remember where that was. But the one where, the wife and the children and the father were traveling north, I think? And then she eventually ate him, or something like that. It's crazy stories that you hear going on here. Jaren's journal. What have I... Tune in next time for the rest of the notes title. I'm writing this for the record in the event that the High Advisor decides to dispose of me, as he already has with the others. I'm beginning to fear that I have made a grave error in supporting Van Aldrich in this uprising. The initial plan was devious, but it made sense. Local sailors spread rumors of the corruption and tax hikes, while the city guard overlooked the crimes committed by my subordinates to... Oh my god, this note's long. Subordinates to stir up gossip. I became a bit uneasy when we started using the rumors about witches to smuggle women into Malmouth. This might be relevant to what we're doing, actually, but Aldrich reassured me that they would be well taken care of, and we would be and we were paid handsomely for each one, so I chose not to question it further. One evening, when we gathered to discuss future plans, Aldrich suddenly began acting very strange. He kept looking over his shoulder, as if somebody were watching, and his expression became downright ghastly when he stared at the mirror hanging on my wall. He cut the meeting short and demanded that all future discussion be carried out via courier. Very strange, but I did not think much of it at the time. Figured the old man was getting paranoid as his plans came to fruition. That left me to deal with Captain Brostick directly. I have never met a more cruel and opportunistic man in my life, and I know every sailor that comes through these parts. I can't imagine it took much to convince him to join the High Advisor's schemes. He informed me that the reports of witches were coming in too slowly, so his men began planting weapons in people's homes to warrant arrests. Each ship sailing to Malmouth is now overflowing with would-be criminals. What Aldrich needs all these people for is beyond me. It was not until the day Aldrich asked me to transport several large boxes to him in Hightown, though, that I started to suspect that something was amiss. Seemed innocent enough at the time, until one of the crane ropes snapped and a crate dropped several feet onto the cobblestones. The wood splintered in several places, and a sickening smell flared up our nostrils and made our skin crawl. The crate shook, as if something was alive in there. I could make out a faint green light through the cracks in the side. I had my men carry that thing out of my docks as soon as able, but it was not till the day of Captain Brostick's very bloody public execution that I began to suspect that we were all merely pawns in Aldrich's game, and that, in the end, the only winner of this uprising would be none other than High Advisor himself. Needless to say, I am keeping a close eye on the mayor's offices, and I doubled the pay of my bodyguards. Aldrich isn't going to get rid of me so easily. Aaron, Port Valbury Harbor Master. Man, things just went to shit in that place. Good God. I mean, it is a shithole. It's a nightmare there. But, man, just some of the stuff that's being told in these stories is just ludicrous. A consensus overruled. I must express my disappointment in the consensus to redirect vessel Theod and Marcel to the strategically insignificant region of Homestead. While I realize that the unexpected and still unexplained sudden disappearance of Anastasia has left the region woefully unsupervised, I believe the attention of the Shaper of Flesh is better served in Malmuth, where his grand work can continue without the interruption. I understand that splintering the Black Legion's attention between Fort Icon and the farmlands will be instrumental to their final destruction, but surely such an indelicate matter as the extermination of vermin can be taken upon by a vessel of lesser importance? I anticipate your reply in this matter in due haste, so that a new consensus can be achieved without delay, and the Shaper of Flesh return to Malmouth. Overlord Aldrich of Port Valbury. The same dream again. A long dream. I have the same reoccurring dreams several nights now. There are some slight variations, but the context remains the same. Why does this sound familiar? Every time I find myself walking through the looming alleyways of Old Town. I don't know who I am, but I can feel fine silk slide over my skin as I walk. The ancient and pitted cobblestones under my feet send shards of broken stone flying with each hurried step. An unwholesome fog rolls in from the festering dumping grounds that have begun to spill over the retaining walls and into the main road. For some reason, this pleases me. I seem to be aware of details and affairs that I should not know. For example, I know that the fog is not natural. It gathers here by the will of an unseen power pulling the strings in my dreams. This power is familiar to me, almost welcoming. But as soon as I am free from the dream, the meaning is lost upon my waking mind. I make haste through the concealing fog towards the harbor master's offices. There I find myself in a poorly lit room with two figures obscured by shadows, both men. One is large and loud. He smells of rotting fish and stale beer. The other is also large, but more in physical stature than the girth of his belt. He clinks and scrapes with the sound of a metal as he moves. A soldier of the town guard, perhaps. They talk, but I cannot make out what they say. The sense of dread and malice that pours from these men is a palpable wave of fire. In my heart, I know that the decisions made around that table will mark the end of the world of mankind. For mankind. But last night's dream was different. It kept going. I find myself with a bird's eye view of the city, watching as arcane fire spreads across the horizon. It grows as far as the eye can see and burns all it touches to ash and oblivion. Then, as if floating at the end of a rope, in one hard pull, I find myself back in the dark room. The pungent odor of unwashed men and rotting ocean fills my house. I stare into a cracked mirror hanging on the wall, but I do not see myself staring back. It is the face of High Advisor, his expression first marked by surprise and then anger. For a brief moment, I kept the same fire that consumed the world stirring within his eyes. In that instant, the dream shattered, and I awoke out of breath and tangled in sweat-soaked sheets. But I knew that it was more than just a nightmare spurred on by an overreactive imagination. He saw me through the glass, just as I saw him. I bore witness to something I was never meant to see, and now my identity is compromised. I must leave this place, get as far away as I can. I will head southeast across the dark waters. Eerily familiar voices have been calling me from that for some time. I do not know why, but in my heart I am certain that safe haven awaits me in the bog. A boat leaves for Burwich in the morning. I intend to be on it. Kalia. I don't really remember who some of these people are. Am I supposed to know who Kalia is? I don't know. A change of plans. I regret to report that our initial efforts in subduing the ruling vessel at Port Valbury have proven unsuccessful. Contrary to previous expectations, this mortal does not exhibit many of the usual vices and mental flaws that allow us to usurp the mind and assume control. I believe his light-hearted and jovial demeanor to mean he didn't care about the city and was only interested in the lavish parties and extravagant lifestyle. This would have been an excellent weakness to exploit, but his outward persona is a mask that masterfully concealed a very sharp mind. Evidently, this is part of his political strategy, and has led many an adversary to underestimate him. Although my efforts have proven futile, they were not entirely without success, for I have found my way into the mind of the mayor's trusted advisor, who they call Van Aldrich. He is a petty and scheming man who already harbored desires for the vaunted position we sought in Port Valbury. With a few suggestions, I have entered his mind. He belongs to us now. This vessel has many valuable connections within the city, which I have used to orchestrate assassination attempts upon the mayor. While those too proved unsuccessful, they have caused the mayor to become increasingly paranoid and fearful for his well-being. As a direct approach seems to be out of the question, I have begun stirring the locals in the interest of destabilizing the region. To facilitate matters, I use my position to subtly push the mayor's decisions in the direction that suits us, so that the growing dissent goes unnoticed until it is far too late. While this is contrary to our usual methods, I am confident the Port Valbury will be ready for the imminent glorious dawn, or the grim dawn, for that matter, and no adjustments will be necessary to our established timeline. Van Aldrich, High Advisor of Port Albury. Well then, that was a lot of reading. About 20 minutes worth, actually. Holy crap. Okay, so what I need to do now is probably don yon gear and go do the Malmuth quest line, which I guess starts up in this area? Gloom? Is that Wald or Wade? Gloomwald, I think. Which I would imagine I could just warp here and go north. Hopefully. So let's go. Actually, I don't have to go anywhere. Look, this guy's been working hard in the field all day and all night. Let's talk to him. He deserves that much. Rob Halloway. Thank you for bringing us here. I admit I was resolved to die in that ditch when you found us, but I've found a new purpose here in the fields. These old hands may shake when they hold a sword. It's one hell of a sword, but okay. But I can still use a rake just fine. Oh, that's what I get for not reading further. But I can still use a rake just fine. Yeah, sorry for doubting you, man. Take care. Peace out to you. Okay, so let's go to Fort Icon. Because Mr. Zevklop did inform me that this cutscene thingamajig that they were talking about up here is indeed the intro to the Malmouth DLC. So let's go ahead and read that. Or watch that, I guess.
Good, you're back. Do you have a moment?
Sure. Well, let me do this first, and then I'll talk to you about the quest, which we've already read, so I just need to click through it. But I want to make sure this option stays here. So let's do the intro and see what this is. Or maybe not? What?
Good, you're back.
I don't know what just happened. Okay, maybe I can't play the intro.
Have a moment?
Okay, maybe I should go through the quest?
To admit this. I must abandon my efforts at opening a rift to reach Albury.
Sure, what did you have in mind? I gotta remember how I did this. Oh, here we go. I'll head there right away. 4,000 experience. Okay, can
well,
I...
The situation is...
I don't know. I guess there's no intro for me to play. I don't know why it's not.
Though the situation
The option's there,
is dire, we
but
must remain hopeful.
I guess I won't be doing that. Aw, man, that's a bummer. I was looking forward to watching an intro to this. Crap. Okay, well, let me don my gear, or grim don my gear, I suppose. Let me take a quick look, a quick Google per se, and see if I can find out why the intro's not playing. If there's something stupid I'm doing wrong. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I found one other post, or at least one that just helped me out. One other post that was saying that apparently some people's systems have difficulties reading the video files for some reason. It's just a thing, I guess. I don't know if there's some official response. I might look more later. But the video intro file, because I played the main game's intro file just fine, but for some reason this one isn't working. The actual file is just an OGG file, so you can actually just browse to it and play the intro file, intro video. So I did play that, so I've watched it, and I'm going to work some fancy magic and just splice it in here so that you guys can all watch it as well, and then I'll just cut back after that, which I think is just the best thing to do. It's like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes long maybe, so it's not that bad. So I will cut to the video intro now, watch that, and I will see you back here in a minute or two.
Arum Ital, Lo Ith Soler, Lo Ith Bismil, Monum Ulgrum Thonokolo Utokrain! This is too dangerous. Need to find another way.
The rift gate! Something's coming through!
Inquisitor Creed. Devil's Crossing was attacked.
Take it easy, John. What's happened?
Some new kind of ethereal. Just smashed right through our defenses. We need reinforcements. We're in bad shape.
I'll send help, but I can't spare much. We're equally pressed here. The loss of Ulgrim to the Void may be more serious than you realize.
Ulgrim is dead, Creed. You must know that. My people need help now. We won't survive another attack.
John,
It came from Malmuth. That thing that attacked Devil's Crossing. I escaped the city with a small group 2 weeks ago. Most died crossing the burning fields. My father was pulled into the bog by cannibals. I had to leave him. I was the only one who made it to Devil's Crossing. Malmouth has been a living nightmare since the Grim Dawn. I was part of the resistance there, if you can call it that. The Ethereals toyed with us, as if we ever had a chance. They let us fight on because they needed us. Needed our bodies for the grotesque things they make deep beneath the city. You think you're safe here, behind your stone walls. But those things from Malmouth will keep coming, and they will find you. And no fortress will ever be able to save you.
a chilling tale indeed. In our fight against the Chthonians, we've overlooked a growing ethereal threat. We must find Ulgrim. But maybe we can aid Malmuth at the same time. You've already done a great deal, but we must ask for your help once again. We need you to strike at the heart of the ethereal invasion, far to the east, in the ruined city of Malmuth.
Okay, so there you go. That is the fancy intro. That looks pretty damning. Also, so sad to see more Aether just everywhere. Looks like we're not done with Port Valberry just yet. I was kind of contemplating, like, I wonder if I should switch out of my gear that I just got for Valberry only for Aether resistance, but maybe I should keep that a little bit longer here. Looks like I'm gonna need it. So let's go ahead and talk to you.
Could I have a moment of your time?
Sure.
I overheard that you will be headed beyond Gloomwald in the hopes of reaching Malmouth. It's noble of you to spearhead this effort, but I was hoping there was something you could look into for me.
Sure.
You see, I did not travel down here alone.
Oh no.
I was with
he was
my
dragged
father.
into the bogs and eaten.
He was injured in Gloomwald, and I had no choice but to leave him behind in search of aid.
Wait. Aren't you're... Yeah, you're Bourbon. Aren't you the person from the cutscene? I thought you said your father was dragged down into a bog by cannibals. I didn't get the impression he was injured. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you right now, lady, based on your story and the pictures, I don't think he's alive anymore. But who am I to judge? What happened?
My father and I were part of a small group that managed to escape the confines of Malmuth's ruins. But we did not get far before the casualties began. The spreading aether fire and roaming ethereal saw to that. But it was not until we reached Ugdenbog that the horrors truly began. Cannibals, poisonous fumes, and even carnivorous plants threatened our every move. By the time we entered Gloomwald, it was just my father and I, but we were not out of danger yet. A pack of cannibals ambushed us in the night. My father was injured in the fray. While it wasn't fatal, I had no choice but to leave him so that I could find help. Eventually, I found my way to Devil's Crossing. I'm not sure how long my father can survive on his own. He was never very good with weapons, or much of anything, for that matter.
What?
Nevertheless, he's the only family I've got left, and I want to look for him. But the Inquisitor insists that I first debrief him on every detail that I can recall on Malmuth. On your way through Gloomwald, will you spare some time and search for my father? He could not have strayed far from the main road.
What? I don't get that at all. There was... In the intro cutscene, there was like... 3? 4 weird-looking cannibal guys attacking him, eating him. So if she stayed long enough to see that he was injured, and that all the cannibals had left, and that he was walking around trying to escape, but she kept going anyways? Because even right here, I mean, I can't go backwards, and well, I could read through the whole thing again, I guess. Even back here, she says he cannot have strayed far from the main road. So if last you saw he was being attacked and eaten, what makes you think he was straying from the road? That's all weird. I don't get that story, but okay, I will go find him. You got it. You got it, buddy. I am all over that one. I will look in the bogs for a man walking along the roads, apparently. I don't see any quests here, so let's see. I don't think there's anything I need to do. What the hell is this? A rather mundane object considering the implications. Inquisitor Creed hopes to use it to hone in on Ulgrim's location? What the hell is this? Creed's pendant. At first glance, it appears to be a simple pendant with an ornate rune in its center, yet it emanates with power. I don't remember getting those. I must not have been paying attention. Alright, well, looks like it's time to, don ye old gear again. Get the old hat on once I need enough spirit. I need to do everything else first. Alright, well, back in our battle gear. Seems as though it's time to, get on out here. Lost Father, find Garrett, Tavern in Gloomwald. Right, okay. This actually looks pretty long. I mean, all the way up here, all the way around here. This looks absolutely awful. There's no warp points in here, and it all looks like it's just aether abominations. Port Falberry, here I come again. And then all the way up here. This looks like it's going to be crazy. A lot of stuff in there. But first, we must go back to our humble beginnings of... Not here? Because that's down below, right? Wait, so is that. So is that. Wait, aren't all these things down below? No, wait, laboratory's above. This was at a stairs, right? Right? No, I was right! This was above! Oh, crap. I don't know where I'm going. What is this? Underground transit rift. Perhaps you're not down below? Oh god, where am I? Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh, Jesus, I'm down here. Well, at least these guys can't hurt me anymore. Holy crap! I guess I should have looked at where I was going before I went to this place. Okay, rickety ladder, take me out. Right? At least I'll be above ground. I can see where I am. Burwich Estates. Aether Barrier. That sounds like it might be where we need to go. I think. Yeah, well, let me head over there real quick. Well, well, well. Aether Barrier. Really? Really, you gonna follow me? You sure about that? You sure? Oh man, there's another guy coming too. Alright! Somebody hit me. No? Well, that guy died. I guess this is the one time my explosion isn't going to trigger. Okay, fine, I'll do it myself. Oh. Never mind. There you go. That's what I was waiting for. Aether Barrier. The Ethereals have barred the way north from Burwich, likely to stop anyone attempting to flee the carnage. With Inquisitor Creed's pendant, you should be able to dissipate it. Purge the barrier. You should be able to beat him now! Achievement unlocked. The fight continues. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Holy good God. This is how we're starting, huh? Alright. Okay. Right. I did not do any of my spells or anything. Wow, I can't believe this is how we're starting. I need to back up from that stupid crystal, whatever it's doing to me. I also need to get rid of those eyes. Can I just do this? Shoot through him back to them? Oh yeah, I can. Pop damn eyes. Polished emeralds. What? Wait, what the hell? What is this? Did he do that? Is that dangerous? Oh, too late to find out now. I'll take you out from afar. Welcome to Gloomwald. What, they dropped double Aether crystals? Are these important now? Ow! Crap. I still have all my stuff on, right? I do. Okay, just want to make sure. We still have the frying pan here. We need Navi. Hey, listen! Alright, let's go. Let's travel! Looking out for cannibals still. Let's go ahead and get rid of you now. Just because. I'll think about it later. There we go. Okay. What is... No, don't rotate that. Whoa, that's a giant-ass crystal. It's so quiet here. There's no music. Oogdenbog Wretch. Have we seen you before? I guess not, since we haven't been to Oogdenbog. Oh, you're the guys from the intro video. You're cannibals. I know that now. Good for me. Man, these Aether patches on the ground still seem like they're doing a lot of damage to me. Even with that... Oh, untouched meal. Even with that 50% resistance. Huh. Oh well. What else is up here? Ooh, this loops back around. That's good. Level 60 for normal guys, so that boss character was 64. So at least I know what kind of to expect now, I guess. Alright, Crystal. You're mine. I'm taking you. Ooh, look at down there. Some nice trees and stuff. This place looks pretty decent. I mean, at least it's got foliage. Wendigo Marrow-Wheater? Is that somebody who wheats? Like, if you're a wheat farmer, are you called a wheater? A marrow-wheater is something like a bone? Someone who farms wheat with bones, maybe, I guess? What is that? Does it hurt? It didn't look like it. What unholy abomination was that supposed to be? Was that chaos damage? Or was that just like life leech, blood, vitality, something? This place is pleasant. This would be a nifty spot to walk along, like in real life. Look at this tree. Be all peaceful. Other than the cannibals everywhere, I suppose. Other than that, I think it'd be a nice, pleasant walk. Do you hurt a lot? Yeah, I guess it does. Okay, now I know. Better to find out now than in the heat of battle, I suppose. Okay, nothing there. What the? What? You can't attack me, you're a tree! What the hell was that? What? Take that! I'll freeze you. crops don't last through winter. Stardew Valley taught me that. As did living in real life. Okay. Great. I have to watch out for trees. As if there wasn't enough to look out for in this world, now it's trees. Before it was crystals, freaking red crystals spawning on the ground. After that, it was lightning, storm, vortex, disc things with a mind of their own. Now it's trees. Thanks. Did you get out of here, you freaking tree? Guess it's not really a tree, is it? It's a vine. There's a word for that. I can't think of it right now. Like briar patch almost. A thorny stick. How about that? Are you alive? Yep, you're alive. Okay, great. If it moves, it's alive. If it's a move, burn it. Burn it with fire. What the? Ooh, our first portal. Thank you. 'Cause I didn't know how to get here. Had to walk a long ways. God, this place is cool. Ow, God, ow, my face. Ow, ow. God, fuck you, place. I was just about to say you were cool, and then you do that to me. What? Are you a normal shop guy? Okay. This is actually kind of interesting because technically these shops are now like DLC shops, right? Expansion shops. So maybe there's new interesting items we haven't seen before in here. But probably not. Nope. Lightning sphere. I don't know. That's alright. Don't need that. Do you have anything different from the other game? The other game, like it's some other game. From the main game? I don't see anything. Your wares disappoint me. Be gone with you, sir. Be gone. Okay, well, there's that. See if we can go a little bit further here. Where? No, don't keep doing that. Okay, so the second portal in Gloomwald, at least. I don't know if I'm actually going to make it to that. What the? Carnivorous plant. Oh, you're only 59. I can handle you. Easy. Don't I have mad poison resistance right now, too? What the hell is this? Poisonous bloom? This place is a nightmare zone. What? Hey, you can't do that. You're dead. I killed you. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. All of them. Are you officially dead now? You better be. What are you? What is any of this stuff? Get out of the way, tree. I can't see. Oogdenbog crab. Is everything here called Oogdenbog something? Even the people were called Oogdenbogs? Alright. Sure. What the? Oogdenbog golem. Everything here's like made of mud and sticks and rocks and stuff. It's kind of interesting. These guys are literally just giant masses of... What the hell was that? Giant masses of dirt. Wow. Weird. What? Do they keep looking at me? Is that what's going on here? Okay, I think they're officially dead. From dirt to dirt, as they say, I suppose. Okay, man, everything's moving around there. Can't trust anything in this place. What's this? Oh, that's the Fury thing. Bog Moss... Moss Flinger? It looks like T. Moss Slinger. Moss Slinger. I don't know. There's something. They're made of moss. That's all you need to know. Where there's one of these, it seems like there's several. And yeah, now I know you come back to life, so I'm gonna come back and kill you here in a second. Oh. Oh, shoot. Wasn't paying attention to my health. I was too busy being amazed at my revelation. So these things, when you kill them, they sprout these things. How very interesting. Yes, open that. Got plenty of dynamite. Hey, no. This is supposed to be an exciting treasure moment. You guys can't spoil this for me. Well, whatever. We didn't get anything anyways. Tainted brain matter. Something. Broadsword. That's about it. Nothing super exciting. Okay, you're going to spawn the plant. We know this now. I'll kill you first. Go over here. Kill you. I guess it does say bloom. That makes sense. And then you'll spawn the thing. And then you'll spawn the thing. And then you'll spawn the thing. Just when you think you know what's going on in life, you don't. Alright. There's a tree branch in my way. Ow. Wait, what? You son of a bitch! How come the other one didn't do it? It must be a percentage chance. Curse you, plants! I won't be foiled by plants. That poison is hurting quite a bit, though. Oh, it's probably because I didn't have pneumatic burst on. That's where I get my poison resistance, right? 56%. Yep. Great. Okay. Didn't even see that guy. Just an accidental click. I'm in favor of that. What are these things? Oh, those are the crablings again. They just look really tiny for some reason. I don't know why. I just saw those, didn't I? Oh, no, I saw these. That's why. Okay, I saw the crabs. The crablings. What's that? Zerglin? It's a Zerglin, Lester. These plants. I need... Oh my god, there's like 7 of them here. Ow. This is starting to hurt. I need just like a giant flamethrower, I think, would be the best weapon here. Need to go find a bunch of fire weapons, probably. Then again, how long am I really going to be in Gloomwald? I'm sure it'll switch back to ethereal bastards eventually. Here. You are way too strong, Mr. Dirt Moss Rock guy. Oh god, you're a thing! Holy... I did not even notice that that guy was a legitimate enemy. There was actually a hero plant? Is that what that said? I guess that makes sense. Why can't plants be heroes? There you go. Okay. Ring of spell weaving. Oh, he dropped a thing. There's still more of these. They blend in with the scenery because they're plants. Oogderbloom. What are you? Oh, it's that thing! Oh! Where did I get that from? If I haven't been here. How do I... What? Why am I not going back up here? Wasn't I just up here? What? Oh, it's because Man, stairs / small platforms sometimes have some severe problems in Grim Dawn, trying to walk up them. Ring of spell weaving. Spoils with nothing. Yeah. Polished emerald, consecrated wrappings. I wonder if there's going to be any new relics or anything down here. That would be pretty cool. Look at this tree. This tree looks all sweet and cool. And it's nighttime. I think. It's hard to tell. It's light up here. Wait, why is it light up here? I'm not... Are they implying right now that, that the forest is super overgrown, and that this is a light beam coming through between the tree canopy? Because as far as I know, we're not indoors, per se. So there shouldn't be light beams coming down, should there? I don't know. Spike shell. So we got crabs, crablings, and spike shells now. Man, it's real hard to see these guys in here. Especially with the darkness enveloping. Darkness imprisoning me, all that I am. What? Are you? Oh no. Wait, was there a new guy in there? It's all icy all of a sudden. I thought I saw something new, but then I think I killed it. Must have been like an ice crab or something. Okay, I'm not going up there yet. It seems like it might be the way forward. It seems like a central path leading out here. Looks like we have a road now. What? Ugdenbod flesh crazed. Holy... That was brilliant. Oh god, it looks like he's being eaten by the plant now. That would have been an awesome touch if they had made it so that the plant ate him when he went over there. But he's just like... Put it up there as one of my favorite kills. God, if I could actually remember all the things that I said were amazing or favorite, I would totally make a montage. But there's no way I would remember any of that. Oh well. It's good in the moment. That's all that matters. These people say crazy things. Crazy things. Okay, you... I love their death screams, though. It's so great. Oh. I like these guys already. Oh, good job, enemies. You have amused me greatly. I can't. It's too good. Alright. Where am I even going? I'm starting to think that now this feels like the way to go, because this is headed straight north where we need to go, right? At least as far as I can tell. Ugenbad Mossflinger and Golem. Okay, yeah, so the Mossflingers are larger than the Golems. Gotcha. I gotcha. Don't you worry about it. I got this. Alright, where's the plant? Was this place always like this, or did this just happen because of the Grim Dawn? Or was this place always full of these weird creatures? I mean, none of these seem particularly aether-infused, right? They're just poisonous plants. And weird golems and stuff. Oh my god, there's that weird attack again. Just like golems. Is this part of the normalcy of this place? It'd be interesting to find out. Oh, I guess I should be using this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm too busy appreciating all of the game, the art that's in here, and the story and lore. I'm not actually. It's nice. I kind of alluded to it in the beginning of the episode, but it's nice to be back in normal Grim Dawn. I enjoyed the Skeleton Key places, but that was some of the most stressful stuff I've done. Every time I recorded those was just a stressful mess. So it's nice to be back in this area where I can just kind of play again. I mean, I don't want to die, but if I die, oh, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I can enjoy the scenery. I felt like I was rushing through all the Skeleton Key places just because I was so afraid of dying. I wanted to get out of there and complete my objectives. So I'm all for normal areas. Oh, plants everywhere. Ornate strongbox. Okay, just trying to figure out what that said. I thought it was heroic for some reason for a second. Where are we? Oh my god. We're a long ways away from wherever I'm supposed to be. There's a lot of exploring to do out here in this nifty, complicated place. A house! Look at this! Oh my god, there's a giant tree through it. This place has seen better days. Just one of you? Oh, no, there's your friend. There's all your friends. So, I saw something in there. Where marked? No. Well, we're gonna have to find out somewhere else. I thought I saw something that said cannibal in there. Maybe I was mistaken. Wretch. I might have been mistaken. Possibly. A portal! It's been a long time since we've had a contested portal, hasn't it? Because I remember in the beginning of Grim Dawn, there were some portals where you'd walk up to them, and they would stay green until you beat all the enemies that were around them. I feel like it's been a while since I've had one of those. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. So now we are at the top of Gloomwald. Yep. Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to stop off this episode here. All that reading made my voice very tired. And I've made it to Gloomwald, so that's good. I've started Malmuth, so we've got the intro to that done. And now I can, looks like, head south from here. No, wait. There is no north. Okay, so I need to go back here. Basically, I'm just going to follow this road. What is this? I didn't see that! Ooh. Okay, well, never mind. We're going to be starting the stairs down on the next episode, and then headed down this road after that, and completing off all of these areas here. Here in this black aetherness, and probably proceeding along wherever Gloomwald takes us, off into Karen's Coven's Refuge? I can't hardly read that now that I've made all the text small. It all just like squished together and aliased. Oh well, but that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, stay metal!